Hello there, Steve-Os. Welcome along to vlog 243 Monday morning. Just gone 8:15 and just woke up. Just about to have a shower, shave and get dressed. Originally, I was going to meet my support worker at the hospital because we're heading off for breakfast. But instead, I'm meeting him right at the top of the road here. So I'm seeing my support worker heading off for breakfast. We're going to go to the Beefeater in... whereabouts was it? I can't remember where it is now. I'll tell you later on. But I will show you what I've got for my breakfast this morning at Beefeater on this Monday morning. For breakfast at the Beefeater, I've got some bacon sausages, baked beans, some fried eggs, some scrambled egg, and also some hash browns. And I've also got 2 glasses, 1 glass of orange juice and 1 glass of apple juice. That's my breakfast at the Beefeater at Summerford in Christchurch on this Monday morning. So I've just got back from seeing my support worker. It was Summerford, the Beefeater was. Summerford in Christchurch in Dorset. That's where we went for breakfast. And then straight after breakfast, went to TK Maxx across the road from Beefeater. Had a look round TK Maxx there. And my support worker picked up a new t-shirt as well, which he found for a bargain price of £4. He bought that, and then straight after that, he's brought me back here. So there we go. Anyway, so that is my support for today. Just made myself a flask of tea. Just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders on BBC iPlayer on my MacBook. Just about to watch today's episode of Coronation Street on ITVX on my MacBook. This is what I've got for my lunch on this Monday afternoon. I have got a peanut butter sandwich. Monday night, just got a notification on my phone say that Daz and Will from Off The Hook have uploaded a new YouTube video to their YouTube channel Off The Hook, and it's Daz and Will Blind and Deaf Cooking Challenge, so I'm going to give that a watch. The end results does not look great, not going to lie. And I've also just made myself a flask of tea as well on this Monday night, and this is what I've also got for my dinner this evening. I have got a bowl of spaghetti hoops and... Tuesday morning, just woke up, just got dressed into my work uniform. Just made my first flask of tea of the day and a flask of tea which I'm taking with me to work. Walking to work on this Tuesday morning. Lovely day outside, not a single cloud in the sky. The sun is rising as well, which is good. I have got a social session a little bit later on with my support workers and some of their clients. We're going out to the New Forest. Hopefully the weather does stay like this today, but we're going to go out to the New Forest and have a social barbecue later today. So I will vlog some of that. I probably won't vlog a lot of it, but I will vlog some of that a little bit later on. It is almost Tuesday afternoon, by the way, just gone 11:45, and I've just got home from work, and this is what I brought from work today, by the way. Got some Fire Pit cheese and bacon burger kebabs, 6. So I picked those up, and also as well I picked up some 10 sweet and smoky barbecue beef kebabs by Fire Pit as well. And also as well I did pick up another load of barbecue stuff as well, and I'll show you what they are. Sweet and smoky barbecue chicken drumsticks by Fire Pit. Pick those ones up. And the final ones that I picked up as well, which once again, similar to those barbecue drumsticks in a bag, these are also in a bag as well when I could get it out of the actual shopping bag. There we go, that's better. Okay, so this is the last one that I got. This is Fire Pit Chinese style chicken thighs as well. So that's the other one that I picked up. And obviously I picked all this up because later this evening or later this afternoon I am going to be heading off to the New Forest with my support worker and some of their clients, as well as we are going to be having a barbecue in the New Forest somewhere. So I will vlog some of that a little bit later on, very shortly, in the next couple of scenes of the weekly vlog. That's when you guys will see that content coming up for you. But for now though, I'm going to put that away in the fridge so it stays nice and cool before I have to take it back out again before I go to my barbecue session. And I'm going to go upstairs into my bedroom and get out of my work uniform on this Tuesday morning. Okay, so I am outside. I am walking up to the main entrance of Tesco in Castle Lane, which is where my support worker is meeting me and some of the other clients. Just went over to the shop to go and get some Pepsi Max bottles just to drink for the journey really to the New Forest, even though the New Forest isn't that far from where I am here in Bournemouth. But I just decided to get couple of bottles of Pepsi Max Cherry for the journey. So there we go. Anyway, so I will show you guys some of the barbecue content in the next scene of the weekly vlog on this Tuesday afternoon. I'm also going to listen to some music through my Bluetooth headphones as well while I'm on my way to go and meet my support worker at Tesco in Castle Lane. So this is what I had at the New Forest barbecue with my support workers and some of their clients. I had a couple of plastic cups full of Coca-Cola. I also had this donut cake as well, which was very weird. It was very spongy, really. It was just a cake, but it was just very weird. It's not your bog standard donut that you'd normally find here in the UK. This is what I also had for my barbecue. I had a burger with some cheese and some mayonnaise as well. I had not just the one, I had 2 burgers at the barbecue. I also had a hot dog as well. I think I only had the 1 hot dog though, although later on I did end up eating some sausages just on its own without the bun, but I had that with some reggae sauce and some cheese wrapped around the hot dog. I then went for a walk with my support worker and their clients as well. This is the view of that walk. We did play a couple of kickabouts with the ball that one of my support workers brought with him, the football that he brought with him. It was a very lovely view. Back at the barbecue, I did have these kebabs, one sweet and smoky, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one was, but it was very delicious. And that was the support worker social barbecue that I had this evening. I have been back home for the last few hours. I've just been in someone's TikTok live, watching them do a TikTok live with some of their viewers over the last few hours. My phone is now upstairs on charge because it was on like 7%, so my phone's upstairs on charge. While my phone has been on charge though, I've been outside, I've cleaned the rabbits out, even though it's quite dark out there now, but I've cleaned the rabbits out, come back indoors, I've put the recycling bin outside my front gate, ready for that to be collected in the morning. Because it's the recycling tomorrow, and I've got rid of the recycling that's in the house as well. So all the cardboard, all the bottles, all of that stuff, that's all out in the recycling bin, ready to be collected with the other recycling that's been building up over the last couple of weeks. It's ready to be collected in the morning by the bin men. And what else have I done? Oh, and I've also just done the washing up, drying up and putting away, which has been on the kitchen side for the last day or 2 days at least now. So that's also been done as well. So I'm pretty much up to date with all of that. I do need to go upstairs right now though and pack my bag ready for me to go off to Salisbury, because I'm going off to Salisbury tomorrow to spend a couple of days with my granddad and my stepnan. So you guys will see that in the next few scenes of the weekly vlog and what I get up to with them in Salisbury. So yeah, I'm going to go upstairs right now and get my bag ready for tomorrow afternoon. It is Tuesday night and I'm just about to have a shower, a shave and get into my pyjamas. It is Tuesday night and I am just about to watch today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer on my iPad, and I've also got some of these pan or raisins as well, which I'm going to eat while I watch tonight's episode of EastEnders over on BBC. Good morning everybody, Wednesday morning, halfway through the week, halfway through the weekly vlog right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. Wednesday morning, obviously walking to work as I've got work this morning. I am heading off to Salisbury very shortly to see my granddad. Got my bag already and packed last night. I've got a flask of tea to keep me awake. It has been raining overnight as well, and it is very cloudy. It is still slightly drizzly a little bit since I started walking to work this morning, but you know what, we've needed it. We've needed this weather because it's been so lovely over the last couple of weeks, really. We've not had a lot of rain, so this rain is well needed. Anyway, I'm currently walking to work on this Wednesday morning, and yeah, that's all I've got to say. I've just got home from work and I've just gone outside and sorted out the rabbit hutch, gave them some fresh water, some more food pellets, and also swept up on the bottom of their hutch as well, all the hay, and put in some fresh hay in their hutch as well. Now I've just done them a salad bowl, which consists of cucumber, carrots, and some lettuce, which I'm going to go and put in their hutch outside in the back garden on this Wednesday afternoon. I've made myself a flask of tea. About to have a shower, shave, and get dressed. So I'm outside, and I'm on my way to the hospital, Bournemouth Hospital, to go and catch the X3 bus to Salisbury, and then I'm going to then go to my granddad's house as he's picking me up from opposite the bus station in Salisbury. I've just had a bit of a meltdown because before I went for my shower, I put my wallet in this coat that I'm wearing because the weather's not great today. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take this coat with me. I put my wallet in my coat and I just had a massive meltdown because I realised that my wallet was not in my trouser pocket where it normally is. And I was like, okay, where's my wallet? So I literally looked upstairs in my bedroom, weren't up there. I looked downstairs in the kitchen, weren't down there. Looked in the bathroom, weren't there. And I started to have a panic and a meltdown. And then I felt my pockets, my coat pockets again, because I did it originally and I couldn't feel my wallet in my pocket at all, in my coat. I patted down my coat again, blew me down. It was in the top pocket, this one right here, if you could see. So yeah, I literally just had a meltdown for about 5 minutes. Anyway, I'm in a better mood now, so we're going to head off to Salisbury. I'll show you guys a little bit of the journey in just a few moments. For dinner at my granddad's, I've got some peas, some sausages and some mash, bangers and mash with some gravy. And for dessert this evening I have got an ice cream, which is a dairy milk mint ice cream. So as you can see, I am here in Salisbury. I am in the back bedroom as usual, and of course I'm here at my granddad's house as well on this Wednesday evening. Obviously what you guys just saw there was a montage of things that, well, obviously my journey here, and also my dinner that I had for tonight as well. And obviously I'm here in the back bedroom. I'm stood by the window because the bed that was right up against the window is no longer right up against the window because my granddad has got a new bed. I might be the first person to try out this new bed. I mean, to be honest, I have sat on it already and it does feel nice already, so I feel like I'm definitely going to be nice and comfortable tonight when I do go to sleep, which might be very soon. But honestly though, I mean, let me just turn the camera around and I'll show you very quick. Look, this is the bed. It's a double bed now. It's a much bigger double bed because the bed that my granddad had before, it was a slightly double bed, but it was smaller. So, I mean, you could still fit 2 people in it, I think, but this one's a much bigger double bed. And obviously, I think these bed covers are new as well. New quilt, new pillows as well. So there we go. So, and now, yeah, there's like a little bit of space here now. Obviously, there's, I think before you might have seen it in the background, I don't know, but when I've stayed here before, like, there was loads of toys, which were my cousin's toys, but they're all gone. There's only literally like a couple of them that are just on this chair now, and then that's it. That's literally it. So there we go. But no, in all seriousness, so it does feel comfortable, it does feel nice. So there we go. Also as well, earlier it was very weird. So as I was looking for my wallet, obviously I had that breakdown, didn't I? By the way, I'm feeling a lot better now. I do apologise if when I filmed that scene before I did that montage, if I looked really annoyed and really like frustrated, it's because literally I filmed that moments after coming out of a meltdown. So I do apologise if I came across like very angry, like, so I'm just leaving my house right now. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, but no, in all seriousness, so when I was looking for my wallet though earlier, I noticed that this thing here, which is normally in my camera bag, had dropped out. And it's basically this thing here, it acts as like a sort of an extension for my vlogging camera, so I can hold it a lot longer, or it makes the stick a lot longer. But also as well, it also acts as an extra battery as well, and I almost forgot this. So there we go. Anyway, also as well, my walls are very thin in my room, right? And obviously I can hear what my next door neighbours are kind of mumbling, and obviously they probably hear what I'm mumbling about when I'm in my room. Anyway, I feel so sorry for them for the next 2 mornings, because I said to myself earlier I was going to turn my alarms off on my Samsung tablet at home for 7 a.m. tomorrow and Friday morning, but guess what? I forgot to turn them off. So 7 o'clock tomorrow morning and 7 o'clock on Friday morning, my alarms are going to go off. I'm so sorry to my neighbours, but you know what? They'll probably be awake anyway. They probably will be. So, excuse me. So, yeah, so there we go. Obviously, you know this room. Yeah, you know the layout of it. Really annoying thing is, though, I'm going to be honest, the really annoying thing is, what I might have to do is, sometimes I tend to, when I'm here, I tend to sleep with the light on, the little light, which is on the bedside, on the bedside unit. But what I might have to do is I might have to unplug that, plug in my iPad and my MacBook into the plug socket that's literally behind this bed, and then plug the bedside lamp into the plug socket that's literally on the other side of the room, and just have it turned on, but maybe just have it on the floor for now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't really like using the main big ceiling light. I normally tend to use like a bedside light or something. I prefer that than the ceiling lights. My mum was the same though. Like whenever she had little lights or lamps or whatever, she'd use them rather than the ceiling lights. And I'm exactly the same, to be honest. I mean, 9 times out of 10, when I'm at home, I don't use the ceiling lights in the kitchen or in the dining room. Yeah, I do for my bedroom, admittedly, and the bathroom, obviously, because there's no lamps or lights in there that, you know, that I can use as an alternative to the ceiling light. But when it comes to like the kitchen, I tend to use the under cupboard lights, and when I'm in the dining room, if it's dark, then well, the fish tank light is enough light for me, to be honest. So unless I really need to put the dining room lights on, the ceiling lights on in the dining room, for whatever reason. It could be that I'm filming something for this or something like that. Anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So yeah, it is now Wednesday evening. I've come upstairs. I'm going to catch up on today's episode of EastEnders over on iPlayer, on my iPad, and I'm also going to catch up on today's episode of Coronation Street as well over on ITVX as well on this Wednesday. Good morning all, it is Thursday morning and I've been up for about a couple of hours now. I have got dressed and I have gone downstairs. I had some sort of like chocolatey bread, like croissant kind of thing this morning, just as a little light snack. I am going to be heading off for breakfast. We're going to the Toby Carvery, I believe in Amesbury, which is next door to Salisbury. So I will show you guys what I've got for my breakfast in the next scene of the vlog. And I've also been downstairs, had a bit of a chat with my granddad, watched a bit of TV, and had a cup of tea as well. I went to bed last night, believe it or not, at around about 9:15. Literally, I caught up on EastEnders and Coronation Street. As soon as Coronation Street finished, I was literally just laying on my bed, chilling out. And all of a sudden, I woke up at 2:30 this morning to find that I'd fallen asleep in yesterday's clothes, so literally I got into my pyjamas and took my nighttime medication and then went to bed, and then woke up again this morning at around about 6:30, 7 a.m. So yeah, anyway, I'm off to Amesbury Toby Carvery right now for a breakfast with my granddad and stepnan, so I will show you what we've got for breakfast in the next scene of the vlog. So this is what I had for my breakfast at Toby Carvery in Amesbury with my granddad and my stepnan. Had a pint of refillable soft drink, which I went for Pepsi Max. And I also burnt my toast, so there is that. Don't really like burnt toast, but hey-ho, I went with it anyway. And I had that with 2 packs of Lurpat butter as well to go with it, which I spreaded on my toast. And then the big breakfast, I went for some eggs, mushrooms, sausages, baked beans, hash browns, some bacon as well, and some potato and onion, and then and that is my breakfast for this morning. Thursday evening, I'm currently in my granddad's conservatory, and I have not really done much this afternoon. I've sat out in the back garden for a little bit, chilled out in the back garden, in the sunshine, and I have also caught up on today's episode of EastEnders over on BBC iPlayer as well through my iPad. Now I'm just about to have some dinner, so this is what I've got for my dinner this evening. I've got some baked beans, some chips and some pizza as well, so that is my dinner this evening. For pudding this evening, I have got a dairy milk mint ice cream. It is Thursday night, by the way, and I have come upstairs to the back bedroom because my phone needed charging, number one, because my phone's only on 3%, and also as well, I've spent a little bit of time, I'd probably say about a good hour, downstairs in the conservatory with my granddad watching the darts over on Sky Sports. Just watched Luke Littler play a game of darts, and yeah, it was quite nice, quite chilled. Had a can of Coca-Cola as well, Pepsi Max, sorry, can of Pepsi Max as well that was in the fridge, so I had that as well. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to chill out up here. I might try and watch something, I don't know, and maybe try and message a couple of people if I can. But like I said, my phone's only on like 3% battery at the moment, so we'll see how much I can talk to people, message people and stuff. What is the time actually? Oh, it's just coming up to 10 o'clock, so it won't be long until I will be heading to bed. I don't know why, I've been very tired today, but I think it's just probably the late nights catching up with me. I've been having quite a few late nights lately, but yeah, I think it's just them catching up with me. Anyway, so that's what I'm up to right now on this Thursday evening. Good afternoon, everybody. It is Friday afternoon. It's 20 to 1, by the way, at the time of doing this part of the weekly vlog on this Friday afternoon. Not been up to much, just been chilling out really, just been on my phone, checking social media, and also doing a couple of TikToks as well. Decided to do a couple of TikToks for TikTok, so I've just done that. And also for breakfast this morning, I had 2 egg rolls, which were very, very delicious, by the way. They were like egg with tomato sauce in a brioche bun, very lovely. So yes, anyway, I am going to be going back home in a few hours, back to Bournemouth, so I'm not really going to be up to much for the rest of this afternoon until I do go back home, of course. So I will probably speak to you guys in the next scene of the vlog, which will be likely when I'm back home in Bournemouth. And here I am back home from Bournemouth, from Salisbury, not from Bournemouth, I'm back in Bournemouth from Salisbury. Honestly, I know that obviously I didn't vlog a lot when I was at my granddad's and stuff, I know it was mostly food that I was vlogging more than anything else, but honestly though, obviously when I do go to my granddad's, obviously I do like to take you guys with me, you know, and stuff, and obviously I do like to still document what I get up to with my granddad when I'm in Salisbury with him for a couple of days. You know, it's always nice to catch up with my granddad, spend time with my granddad, and spend time with his wife, which is my stepnan as well. You know, so honestly, I just want to say a massive thank you to my granddad for having me over the last couple of days. It's been a real lovely time, really chilled, really relaxed. We did end up, by the way, after I finished filming that last scene of the vlog, we did end up going out. We were just mostly around the Salisbury area, really. So we went off to Waitrose because my stepnan needed a couple of bits and pieces in Waitrose. So me and my granddad stayed in the car for that. Then my granddad headed off to some sort of trade shop or something like that, just to get some screws, because at the moment they're trying to screw down a metal archway in their back garden. So obviously they needed some metal screws to screw it in and stuff. So they managed to get them from a trade shop, a trade point, trade centre, whatever it is. We managed to get some of those and a couple of bits for his drill as well. And then straight after that, we went off to an In Excess in Salisbury, or just on the outskirts of Salisbury. Went to an In Excess, went to the tea room in there, had some lunch. For my lunch, by the way, I had a sandwich, which was kindly given to me by my granddad and my stepnan. They kindly paid for that. And it was a brie and cranberry sandwich. I had like 3 or 4 little triangle sandwiches with brie and cranberry inside, which were absolutely lovely. I do love brie. I do love cranberry sauce as well. So putting the two together, music to my ears is all I can say. And then alongside that, I had some crisps, which I've got no idea what the crisp flavour was. And then obviously I had a little side salad as well, which had like some lettuce leaves, some small little chunks of cucumber, some tomatoes, some red onion. But I don't like red onion. I don't like raw onion, you know. Never been a fan of raw onion. Honestly, if I want onion, I want my onion to be cooked, not raw. But people tend to do that when it comes to salads, don't they? They don't cook their onion, they stick it in raw. But I don't like it raw. Anyway, that's what she said. Oh dear, I've just realised what I said, and now my dirty mind has just gone. It's just gone. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway. Oh dear. I do apologise. I can only apologise. Oh, someone's trying to call me. Anyway, I'm going to answer this call and I'll speak to you guys again in a few moments. It's my sister. Yeah, that was my sister that was on the phone just now, by the way. She just wanted to have a bit of a catch up with me, just see how my time away with my granddad was. And also as well, she said to me that she's going to come out on Monday next week, just to give the back garden and front garden a little bit of maintenance, because not going to lie, but the gardens have been neglected, and I know that that was my mum's pride and joy. Both gardens, the front and back garden, both gardens were her pride and joy. And, you know, she would be, if she was here right now, she would be absolutely disheartened to see how the gardens are at the moment. But then I think, you know, as a family, we've been grieving, and there have been certain things that have been neglected, unfortunately, and the gardens are one of them. So my sister's going to come out on Monday, and me and her are going to tackle the gardens together, both the front and back. So I'm not going to be vlogging much on Monday. Originally on Monday, I was going to go to the cinema because I was going to go and watch the new Mission Impossible film and Lilo and Stitch. But I think what I'm going to have to do is, instead, because obviously this is more of a priority at the moment than going to the cinema and going to watch a couple of films for the afternoon. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to cancel the cinema screenings that I've got on Monday. I might move it forward a little bit to maybe Thursday next week. So I'll watch both movies back to back next week rather than on Monday. So, and also as well, it's also Bank Holiday Monday as well. So, you know, I think maybe it might be a bit better if I did push it a bit more further back than when I was originally going to go and see it on Monday anyway. But yeah, also as well, by the way, tomorrow I am going to be seeing my sister for the afternoon. I am going to be spending some time with JJ and Simba and saying hello to Monty as well, Monty the cat. I've also got an update actually in regards to JJ. So earlier this week, my sister did take JJ to the vets. Obviously JJ is our family dog, and he's been in our family for about 14 years. He's watched me grow up from a 14-year-old teenager to a 28-and-a-half-year-old man, which I am now, you know, and he's been in my life for a lot of it, you know, and like I think I said this last week, I'm going to say it again, you know, me and him every Saturday and Sunday morning, when we used to live in Basingstoke, I used to take him for like a good 3-hour walk, you know, because I used to get up really early on a Saturday morning and a Sunday morning. So I'd normally start walking him from around about 7 o'clock in the morning, or sometimes a little bit earlier than 7. And then I'd end up coming back home at around about 9, 10 o'clock on a Saturday and Sunday morning. But honestly, even then, even after that, he was still full of energy. You know, that dog was so full of energy when he was a lot younger. Obviously, now he's a lot older. He's starting to slow down a little bit. And obviously, my sister did a post actually on social media yesterday, I think it was, while I was at my granddad's. And at first I thought to myself, no, don't tell me he's gone. Don't tell me he's gone. You know, because I honestly was on the verge of breaking down at that point. But thankfully he is still with us. The vets have checked his heart. His heart, it has been confirmed that he has got stage 5 heart failure. You know, and it is sad. It is sad, admittedly. It does mean that now he can't no longer go for long walks on the beach. He can't be out in the sunshine for too long, and all of that now, which is really, really sad, because JJ loves the beach. JJ loves his long walks. You know, he always has done all of his life. And it's sad, really, that, you know, we've come to this point of his life now where he has to slow down, really, you know, and not do a lot of moving about. So yeah, it is sad, but the good news is to help prolong his life a little bit longer, the vets have given my sister some medication for him to take. The medication in question, obviously it's going to prolong his life, and it will somewhat reverse the damage to his heart in the fact that it will make his heart failure go from a stage 5 down to a stage 4, which is positive. So it can reverse some of the damage. Obviously it's not going to reverse all the damage, understandably, but just to help prolong his life a little bit longer, you know, he is getting some medication for it, which I'm glad about, you know. Yeah, so, you know, there is some good news out of it, but at the same time, a little bit of bad news, because obviously it just means that JJ's health is deteriorating, declining, you know, and it does make me sad, you know. I am going to be really sad the day that I find out he's gone, you know, especially given the fact that, you know, me and Jay, we've always had a very strong bond together, you know, all these years. Even when he's gone to live with my sister, you know, every time I've gone to her flat, you know, he's always come up to me and he's always been excited to see me, and, you know, he's been cuddled into my lap and all of that stuff, you know. So, but anyway, I'm not going to think about that moment right now, because at least for the time being, he is still here, he's still with us, and, you know, he's getting the medication, the treatment that he needs in order to prolong his life, which I'm really, really glad about. So there we go. Anyway, That's a little bit of a health update in regards to JJ. But as I was saying before, though, I am going to go and see my sister tomorrow. She's going to pick me up straight after I finish work. And then she's going to take me back to her flat. And I'm just going to spend the afternoon at her flat, chilling out. You know, it'd be nice for me to spend some time with her, some quality time with her. You know, it gives her a bit of company because her partner is not going to be at the flat tomorrow. And it just gives me a bit of company as well because obviously I'm here on my own. So, and I need that, you know, I need that human company, that human contact, you know. So, yeah, so there we go. Yeah, anyway, so I may vlog a little bit of that, but I'm not going to vlog a lot of it though because obviously I'm just spending time with my sister. We're just chilling out really, more than anything. We're just chilling out. I'm probably going to see if I can watch Doctor Who tomorrow when I get to her flat as well. It's the first thing I want to watch when I get out of work is watch Doctor Who and see the penultimate episode of the series before the finale next weekend. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, so that is what I've been up to anyway so far today, and that's what I'm planning to get up to tomorrow. But like I said, I'll vlog some of that a little bit later on. So this is what I have got for my dinner this evening. I have got 4 slices of bread which have been buttered with some Lurpak butter, and I've also got a bowl of some chicken soup as well, cream of chicken soup. And I've just been over to the shop, by the way. This is what I've just picked up over at the shop. I picked up a pot of onken, mango, papaya, passion fruit, which I'm going to have after for dessert this evening. I also went over to the shop to pick up some Monster energy drinks as well, and I'm also going to watch an episode of The Simpsons on Disney Plus on my iPad as well while I eat my dinner this evening. And also as well, by the way, I have got it in my bag, my going away bag, because my granddad gave this to me before I left, and he said you can have this on the journey back home, but I never did, so I'm going to have this now. A can of Pepsi Max caffeine free. So I'm going to have that as well to drink while I eat my dinner this evening on this Friday night. So it is Friday night, by the way. There we go. I'm upstairs in my bedroom. I've just watched one episode of The Simpsons, and now I'm just about to turn on my iMac, and I'm just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran over on Discord. I was nearly about to say Skype, but Skype doesn't exist anymore. I should know this by now. So yeah, I'm just about to have a video call with Kieran over on Discord because obviously last night we didn't video call each other due to the fact that obviously I was at my granddad's and obviously we're spending some time with my granddad in Salisbury. So we've decided to video call tonight instead. So that is, excuse me, exactly what we're going to do right now on this Friday night, probably for the next half an hour, 45 minutes. So yeah, anyway, so that is what I'm going to do on this Friday. It is Saturday night, by the way, and I've not long got back home from my sister's flat. Had a lovely afternoon with her. Obviously I did a little bit of clips here and there, so I'll show you the clips now. Obviously I did get to spend some quality time with JJ, and obviously with Simba as well, so you're just seeing those clips right now of JJ and Simba as well. So Simba's very chilled, JJ's quite chilled, you know. I did also get to see Monty. Monty's been quite chilled as well today, so he's like really laid back now, because normally like I'd go up and put my hand up towards him and he'd just start running away from me when I put my hand down to stroke him. But now he's like he's just sat there, he's really calm, he's collective, you know, like he's just sat there and he's just not fussed or bothered whatsoever, which is nice. I did also watch a couple of movies today on Netflix, and I also watched today's episode of Doctor Who, the penultimate episode of Series 2 of Doctor Who. Next weekend's the finale. Looking forward to the finale next weekend when that's on. But yeah, honestly, so I watched Doctor Who today, and I watched a few episodes of Phineas and Ferb on Disney Plus as well. And while I was watching Phineas and Ferb on Disney Plus, this is what I had for my dinner this evening. I had some sort of like pork mince with some microwavable rice with some veg, like boiled carrots and stuff like that, with some homemade dumplings which my sister made, and obviously it was in gravy as well. And I must say that it was all done mostly in the slow cooker. My sister said she is going to give me the recipe to that so that I can make it myself sometime, which is something that I would happily do. It's a new challenge, something new for me to make as well. It's all part of independent living, really. But I tell you what, the dumplings, they turned out absolutely delicious. Really did enjoy them. I enjoyed the dinner that she made tonight for us both. So yeah, so my sister is going to come out again on Monday. I'm going to be spending the afternoon with her here on Monday. We're going to sort of maintain both gardens, the front and back garden. I don't know how much of that I will vlog on Monday, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. But either way though, it was great to spend some time with her today. Great to have a catch up with her as well today. And obviously great to have some cuddles with JJ and Simba as well. Anyway, Saturday night, I have just got my flask ready for me to make a flask of tea in the morning before I head off to work in the morning. I've also got my work bag ready for tomorrow, so put the bags for life in there, and put my headphones in my bag as well, ready for me to listen to some music when I get into work tomorrow. And I'm now just about to... Oh, and I've also got my work uniform ready for tomorrow as well. So I'm just about to go upstairs into the bathroom right now and have a shower and shave and get into my pyjamas on this Saturday night. Good afternoon, everybody. Sunday afternoon. It's just gone 4:20 on this Sunday afternoon, and I have been to work today, and then I came home. I've done 2 loads of washing. I've filmed my movie wrap-up video, and I'm currently in the process of exporting it onto my iMac and then uploading it to YouTube. It's been a bit of a busy afternoon. That hurt my hand. I stretched my hand out and now it's just hurt. I don't know what on earth just happened there, but I just stretched my hand out too far and now it hurts. Anyway, it's been a bit of a busy afternoon because my extension tower, which I normally use, which houses my plugs to obviously, power my iMac and my TV and, my chargers for my phone, my iPad, my vlogging camera, stuff like that. The extension tower, which houses all of that stuff, decided to die on me today, not long after I got home from work. And the only reason why or how I noticed that was because the internet wasn't switched on. And when I looked, I saw all of my plugs had been turned off via the extension tower. So I literally was like, okay, this is a bit worrying. So I went downstairs and looked downstairs, and yes, the electric box, which obviously powers the house, one of the switches for the sockets was down. So I flicked it back up. Obviously, it's not flicked back down since. It's, we've managed to power everything back on and stuff. But weirdly, it only affected half of the sockets in the house and not the other half of the sockets. And one of them sockets, by the way, that was still in use was the washing machine, which I'd not long put the washing on. So I managed to flip the switch back on. Everything managed to switch back on. Obviously, the washing was still going anyway. So that's why I got so confused, because I was like, well, hold on a second. We couldn't have had a power cut, because if we had a real power cut, then the washing machine would have turned off, So it was really weird. So anyway, so I managed to power the sockets back on for the other half of the house. And I managed to get... My mum had a extension tower, a little mini extension tower in the living room, which doesn't get used anymore. So I brought that upstairs and plugged it into the plug by my bedroom window, and it works. And I tried the extension tower that I had in my room downstairs. I tried to plug my phone wireless pad into the tower, and it won't turn on. So it's safe to say that, yeah, the tower's died on that one. So I've had a bit of a busy afternoon trying to sort that out as well. So, and now I'm nearly done exporting this video to YouTube so I can get that ready to be released. But yeah, other than that though, that's all I've been up to so far. Obviously, I've been at work this morning as well. So I've been at work, done my shift at work. And now I'm just in the process of uploading this video to YouTube. So I'm probably going to take a nap for a little bit, because I'm not going to lie. Last night I had a very late night. I ended up talking to a couple of people. Obviously, I've started to make a few new online friends through TikTok. And it's really nice that I'm making these online friends and stuff. You know, they're people that I can reach out to, people that will support me, people who are happy to help me, and stuff like that, and people that enjoy watching my content on TikTok. There is something that I do want to talk about in a couple of weeks' time, actually. We're in the planning process of doing this at the moment, but there is someone that I have been talking to for the last couple of months, and they're interested in meeting up with me, and I'm interested in meeting them as well, to be honest, because we do get on really well. We get on like a house on fire, we really do. And I've said it in my movie wrap-up video that came out this week, and obviously I'm going to say it here. I don't know whether this person is comfortable with me filming with them and uploading content on YouTube. I know we're going to do some content for TikTok. I know we're going to do TikTok lives together as well. That's something we're planning to do when we do meet. But in terms of content for YouTube, which is going to basically be similar to the content that we're doing for TikTok anyway, I don't know whether this person is comfortable with that or not at the moment. That's something that I will ask them. If they are happy for me to film for YouTube as well as TikTok, then great. That means that, you know, there'll be some content featuring me and this person that's meeting up in the next few weeks. If they're not comfortable with it, then that's absolutely fine, and it's understandable as well. You know, it just means that I will probably do some sort of chat with you guys, maybe a sit down chat or something like that. Maybe I will film some bits, but not include the person. If they're not comfortable with me filming with them, I'll still film as such, but not with the person, if that makes any sense. And I'll do maybe a little sit down video, and I'll talk you through the events of what happened when I met up with this person from TikTok. And I'll insert little clips here and there. All right, that's what I may do. Alternatively, the alternative plan. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we'll see what happens. It all does depend what happened. But obviously, we're in the planning stages of that at the moment. It should be within the next few weeks is when we're planning to meet up. Am I excited to meet them? Of course I am. Am I nervous? Yes, a little bit, because, you know, I just don't know. I just I feel really nervous, you know, like I do feel nervous, but I know it's just going to be well worth it anyway, because honestly, this person I've been speaking to for the last couple of months now, they're very lovely. They're very funny as well. I think they're very funny as well. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to meeting up with them and having a really good time with them as well. So we'll see what happens on that front. So yeah, anyway, that video is now exported to my iMac, so I'm going to upload that to YouTube on this Sunday afternoon. The movie wrap up, this week's episode of the movie wrap up. So it is Sunday night, by the way, just coming up to 8:30 on this Sunday night, and I am just about to have a video call with my friend Kieran over on Discord on my iMac. I have been a little bit busy. I've just filmed, edited and uploaded a video to TikTok, a really funny one. A really comedic one is what I've just posted over on TikTok. So I've just done that. And I have also been outside in the back garden and cleaned out the rabbits as well, because they've needed cleaning out. So I've also done that as well. Hopefully, why is my iMac not letting me log in? Oh God, don't want that to fall over. Let's try again. Maybe if I've got both hands free, that might also work. There we go. Ah, there we are. Now it's letting me in. So I'm just about to have a Discord video call with my friend Kieran over on Discord on my iMac. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys in just a few moments. So this is what I've got for dinner tonight. I've got an extra mature cheddar cheese burger. The cheese is inside the burger apparently, but I've also slapped on some burger cheese to go with it as well. I'm going to drink a can of Monster Juiced Mango Loco energy drink. And over on YouTube on my iPad, I'm about to watch Gabby's brand new video on her channel, which is some of my birthday week and my birthday celebrations. I've not actually mentioned this yet. It's a bit dark, I do apologise. I've not mentioned this yet. I should have mentioned it maybe in last week's vlog, but I didn't mention it, but I'll mention it now. Gabby it's a milestone birthday for Gabby because she turned 30 this year. So a massive happy belated 30th birthday to Gabby. I do hope she had a wonderful day, celebrating it with her friends and her family. And honestly, I'm looking forward to watching this new YouTube video that she's put up on her channel, which I'm about to watch right now on this Sunday night. It is 20 past 11, by the way, at the time of doing this part of the weekly vlog on this Sunday night. And I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. A massive thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of the vlog. Can I just say that this time last night, obviously I was talking to those two people that I've become friends with through TikTok. And obviously we started an Instagram group chat together and stuff. The person that I'm hoping to meet next month, by the way, last night was the first time since me and this person started talking a couple of months ago. Last night was the first time that me and this person actually spoke via a video call. It was really nice. I mean, even they messaged me straight after the video call, which I received the message this morning when I woke up, but they said it was really good to speak to you on video call. So, you know, it's really nice. So hopefully going forward now, me and this person, we will speak a bit more on video call together and stuff. They do find me absolutely funny. They really do. I always leave them in stitches. I always leave them in, like, laughing and stuff. So, and they leave me laughing as well. Like, literally, there's certain things that they say as well that cracks me up every time they say it. Every time they say it. But anyway, I'll speak to you guys more about that within the next couple of episodes of the vlog. So do tune into those vlogs to find out more info about what's going on. But hopefully I've got some exciting stuff lined up, so we'll see what happens there. But for the time being, guys, thank you for watching this vlog. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. As always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo. And I will be back on Sunday this weekend with your next episode of the movie wrap-up. I am planning to go to the cinema, by the way, this week coming up to go and see the new Mission Impossible film, Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning, and the new live-action Lilo and Stitch film as well. I'm planning to go and see that later in the week as well. So I'll have reviews of that coming up on Sunday. And also as well, I will review any other films that I've seen on streaming services over this next week as well. So, and of course, your next episode of the weekly vlog is coming up for you next Monday. But until then, though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.